Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's plant from the Ficus family that we're going to be doing and talking about is Ficus Audrey. The Ficus Audrey is an excellent replacement to the fiddle leaf fig, mostly because it's a lot easier to care for and it grows a lot quicker. Fiddle leaf figs grow so slowly and they're so fanatical about how you care for them. But the Ficus Audrey grows beautifully. It's so easy to care for, and it's also very aesthetically pleasing and very attractive looking plant. You can see it does resemble a fiddle leaf fig, but it obviously has smaller leaves, and the leaves are more rounded and more oval shape, and they're a lot smaller. But they actually grow a lot quicker, and they don't have the same growth habit that the fiddle leaf fig does. I actually can see on here that I have two more nodes that are coming through, which I have going to produce more branches. And this plant I got when it was very small. It was about a cutting about this big, and now it's grown into a beautiful young specimen, and it's growing about a leaf every month or so. You can see it actually has a new leaf coming through now, which I'm very excited about. And basically, to care for this plant, it's very simple and straightforward. So I have it, mine is still in the plastic pot, a nursery pot, and this is a 19 centimeter pot, and it has drainage holes. You always want to make sure that you have good drainage for your plants. This plant actually needs to be repotted because I see that its roots are starting to come out through the bottom. That means that it needs to be repotted, and it's probably very root bound. So I'll then go and I will mix orchid bark and perlite, and I'll mix in potting soil and some cactus mix, and I'll mix it all together and I'll plant my plant in that type of soil medium, because these plants like well aerated draining soil. This plant is actually quite a lucky plant. This is what a plant that Buddha was actually sitting under when he got a gift of some sort. I'm not quite sure. I just know that it's a very lucky plant, and having one in your home can bring you good luck. And we all need the good luck we all can get, I guess. But basically, I'll water this plant when I feel the soil is dry and when I feel that the pot is light. So I'll go and I'll stick my finger in, or I'll use my trusty moisture meter, and I will check if it needs to be watered or if it's still okay. They like to be dry out between waterings, and they like evenly moist soil. So don't actually overwater them. So don't give them water every week or so, because that is a way that you're going to figure out that your plant is going to be overwatered and it will die. I have my plant in one of our windows here, and it gets nice bright indirect light, and it also gets some direct sunlight in the afternoon when the sun is just setting. So just before golden hour, that is when my plant will get nice bright direct sunlight, and it is happy. It is growing, it's happy. It hasn't dropped a leaf since I've gotten it. It hasn't shown any signs of malnutrition or any burns. It has these perfect leaves, and I just love this plant a huge amount. You have no idea how amazing this plant is. I think that this is a much better plant towards the fiddle leaf fig. I think the fiddle leaf fig is a bit overrated, and I think this is a substitute that people should and can get if they don't want to care for a fiddle leaf fig, as they might find them too hard to care for, or you might find them more finicky, which they are very finicky. But this plant is very easy to care for. They're also a lot cheaper than the fiddle leaf figs. Fiddle leaf figs get very pricey as they age. So if you get a fiddle leaf fig that's 1.5 meters tall, they can sell for thousands of rands or hundreds of dollars. Whereas this was actually very cheap. Although I did get it as a cutting in this pot, it was still relatively cheap. Cheaper than a fiddle leaf fig cutting, or a fiddle leaf fig plant. But I must admit that this is probably my favorite plant in the ficus family. This and the variegated rubber tree. They are just so easy to care for. I can't just explain it enough. And what I will do once a week is I'll go and I'll dust off the leaves. It will just allow more sunlight and for the plant to photosynthesize, and they don't actually struggle at all with pests on this plant. In fact, I've never had pests on it. I've never had pests on my ficus family. I am fighting a battle with the pests on my coffee tree, and I'm going to make a video about it on combating pests on your indoor houseplants. But my coffee tree is still doing well, but I'm going to try and fight this battle. I may lose it, I may win it with this mealybug war that I'm fighting at the moment. But let's just see, and you guys, I'll update you on videos on the coffee tree, Coffee Arabica, and that is basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye from me and my fiddly friend. Mwah.